Alright, welcome back. In this video I'm going to continue with advanced modeling using Onshape. I've got my part opened up. I've got some circles in here, some radiuses in here, as well as will require me to create a plane through the middle to create this feature. I'm going to start by clicking Create, Document, labeling it whatever you'd like. I'm going to start a new sketch on my front view. It does not matter which way you start. I don't like these planes here, so on the left hand side I'm going to turn these three eyes off and look at my front view. I'm going to create this portion first using this 5/8 circle. So circle off my center point. You can type it in as a fraction or as a decimal, it does not matter. As a fraction, you'll notice there that it's switched automatically to our decimal. And I've got another circle over here. Right? The distance between the two circles is 4. I then have another circle on top of that, creating this outside edge. It says 3/4 radius, so 1.5 inches diameter. I click circle off that same center point, 1.5, and another one off of this center point, 1.5. I'm going to use my line tool to cap off this tangent to this tangent, hit escape, and another line from the bottom tangent to this bottom tangent, hit escape. I can hit my finished sketch. I'm going to go to my isometric view and extrude this bottom half. And the bottom half there looks like it's 1/2 inch. 0.5 and hit my green check. All right, I'm going to rotate just a little bit so that I can further see my object. Now, in order to create this irregular shape, I want to start from my middle. So to do that, I'm going to start a new sketch. Right? I want to start from my middle. So to do that, I'm going to add a new plane, and I want that plane to be midplane. Right, so I've clicked on plane. I'm going to drop this down to say midplane, which will allow me to click on the two sides that I want and create that plane right in the middle of my part. Now I can begin my new sketch off of that plane. You can kind of see what it's done. Right? Now what I'm going to do is project my original shape, right, which will allow me to get that center point. Right? That's where this circle begins. I've got two circles, one that's 1.5 diameter, 1.5, and another one that is 1.25 radius. Should be 2.5. I'm going to use that trim tool and trim out this bottom half. Hit my green check. Go to my isometric view. I'm going to extrude that object, but you can kind of see it's only wanting to go one way. I want to switch it to go symmetric. That means it's going both ways, and it's 2.5. Last thing I want to do, you'll notice that I have my object. I've got this kind of piece in here. I want to make that gone. So I'm going to add a new sketch here. Again, use that project geometry, right? That projected that piece. Now I'm going to hit my finished sketch and I extrude. I can switch this to remove and just be sure that it goes all the way out and hit my green check. And there is part number 8. Thank you.